All right. And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. My name's Cal, and this is, I suppose, the preview to England versus Wales. Um, I have had to step in for Steve um, due to some, let's say, lightning issues. Um, and I now get to rage at my own team if they're playing poorly, like the World Cup. So this should be fun. Um, Good to see you guys. Good to be here. And I haven't done an England game since the World Cup. So yeah, well, since that England Samoa game, I think, which was just infuriating. I remember. So hopefully they won't do the same thing for me today. We'll just hope that they're playing a slightly more attractive brand of rugby. Bokamoso, Mashele, welcome. You are first. And hi, Sharon. Welcome to the FS Members Club. So we've got a lot to talk about today. Game's pretty soon. Obviously, if you were watching the Scotland game, you'll have seen they've got robbed against France, which I was also doing. So I'm pretty annoyed about that. This is the first time that England has named an unchanged starting 15 since the World Cup final in 2019. So quite a long time. And the only change to the squad was due to it wouldn't have been a change. It was changed because of an injury to Ellis Genge last week. He is now back into the bench for Beno Obano. George North will make his 50th Six Nations appearance, having recovered from a shoulder injury, in one of 7 changes to the starting lineup that lost to Scotland. Johan Lloyd and Thomas Williams come back in as the halfback pairing after they impressed so much off the bench last weekend. Alex Mann promoted to the starting lineup, with James Botham being ruled out. Elsewhere, front row Gareth Thomas, Elliot Dee, and Kieran Asarati make a full change to the front row. And then on the bench, huge changes with Archie Griffin, Tane Basham, and Will Rowlands, Kai Evans, Kieran Hardy, all brought into the match day 23. Looking at some of the things, so Borthwick was talking about how new player groups come in, and they're trying to develop the game on both sides of the ball, so both on attack and defence. Such changes take time, and I was pleased with how quickly the players settled and adapted against Italy last week. That game against Italy last weekend, looks a lot closer than it probably should have been. It probably should have been a 17-point win for us, but in the end, we didn't score that try, and then Italy scored to make it a 1-point, or was it? No, 3-point win. Gatland, we've been critical and tough on themselves. The first half last week was nowhere near the standards we expect. I mean, they basically didn't even play rugby. And they cannot start that same way against England. We've shown in the second half what they're capable of, certainly. They were very impressive in that second half. So they'll want to, obviously, bring that performance and carry it on through into this England game. Because going into the lineups for the both teams, starting with England, home team, Stuart, Marler, and George, same as last weekend. In fact, most of this is the same. It's OJ and Chesham in the lock pairing, although I see they put Marler in 2 and George in 3. But George is the hooker, just Roots, we've got man of the match last weekend. Underhill and Earl in the back row. Theo Dan, I want to see him get a bit more time. He's such a good player. Genge is back into the bench after being a late pull out last weekend, and obviously Dan Cole, the 99-year-old, although he's still doing a job, I've got to admit. And Coles, Cunningham South, Kerr, Smith, and Faye Wabosu. Although I thought Kerr might get replaced with Ben Spencer, not happened. He is still on the bench. Moving on to Wales, Thomas, Dee, and Asarati in that new look front row. Jenkins maintains his captaincy, and Beard at number 5. Mann promoted to the starting lineup with Reffel and Wainwright. Wainwright, who had that monumental second half last weekend against Scotland. Elias, Domachowski, and Griffin on the bench. Leon Brown, gone, out of the 23, totally. Rowlands and Basham, Hardy, Evans, and Grady. What I'm quite excited to see is Yohan Lloyd starting at 10. He wasn't even starting at 10 for Bristol, so this will be interesting. But he's a class player. He's a class player, and I think this is going to be a tough and tight match. I'm um, I'm hopeful that England will do well, but I'm also, yeah, I don't know. I'm just I don't want to call anything in this game, to be quite honest. Um, and right, let's have a look. Let's see what the kind of recent head-to-heads have been. Wales have lost their past five Six Nations games away against England. Their most recent win in England came in the pool stage of the 2015 World Cup. Um, Wales are the only side England have not trailed to at half time of a Six Nations match at Twickenham. Interesting. They've not. So England have not lost a round two fixture after winning their opening match since 2009, where they're beaten by Wales after beating Italy. So it would be the same thing actually. England's five debutants against Italy was their most in a Six Nations game since seven players won their first cap against Scotland in 2012. The Red Rose topped the rankings in round one for defenders beaten 25, while they were scored for opposition 22 entries nine times. However, they scored the joint fewest tries two and recorded the lowest points per 22 entry two of any team because so many penalties from the boot of George Ford. Wales have won one and lost eight of their last nine Six Nations matches. Only France in 2006, Wales in 2013, and England 4 years ago have lost their opening Six Nations game and gone on to win the title. Wales conceded just four penalties against Scotland, which is pretty impressive. But I suppose when you're not playing rugby, you're not going to concede any either. And they were so good in that second half that they didn't really concede any. That's their fewest of the Six Nations fixture since they conceded just four against England in 2019. George North joins compatriots Stephen Jones, Gethin Jenkins, and Alan Wynne-Jones on winning 50 Six Nations caps. He's 3 tries away from equaling Brian O'Driscoll's Six Nations record of 26. Just having a look at the recent people to pass away, famous rugby players, one of them being JPR Williams. Match officials today: James Dolman of New Zealand has the whistle in his hand, and Ben O'Keefe and Holly Davidson of Scotland on the touchline, respectively, with Brendan Pickerel, also of New Zealand. So it's quite a heavy New Zealand coaching. Sorry, not coach. Refereeing team today. Obviously, Holly Davidson from Scotland, and she's just breaking records everywhere. Good on her; she's doing brilliantly. So let's have a look at some of the commentators' notes. Alistair Aiken. Six Nations clashes between England and Wales always stir the blood, certainly do. And that's what England, through Captain Jamie George, have been wanting to do of late. They've wanted to get that kind of feeling back into the Twickenham crowd, because it's certainly in the last few years has been so subdued, so it's felt very corporate, and that's because of the RFU really trying to get those expensive tickets sold to corporates. England looked very subdued last weekend, but they are trying to play a brand new style of rugby. I was very impressed by Tommy Freeman. He certainly played a brilliant game last weekend. I just realised, did I even go through the backs for? I don't think I even went through the backs for either team. So we've got Mitchell, Ford, Daly, Dingwall, Slade, Freeman, and Stewart in the back line for England, same as last week. Whereas there's a couple of changes for Wales. Williams, Lloyd, Dyer, Tompkins, North comes in at centre, Adams, and Winnett. I was surprised that Adams kept his place. He was poor last weekend. But it's certainly going to be an interesting game, especially with Faye Wabosu choosing England and being on the bench. There's been a lot of talk around him from both camps. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm particularly excited to see another outing from Cunningham South. I would like to see Finn Smith get a bit more game time, and obviously Faye Wabosu. But I'd like to see Dingwall kick off. He certainly didn't have the most impactful game last weekend, but certainly in general, the debutants last weekend did well. I just want to see an England team looking confident with the ball in hand and looking to make some attacking rugby, which we just haven't seen from this England team in so long. And Wales will just look to honestly want to start quicker. They'll want to look and be more impressive in their first half. That is the national anthem sung, and we are just about to get underway for England versus Wales. Promises to be a good, certainly an enthralling match, and always an emotional affair. Always an emotional affair, that's for sure, and usually produces some fantastic matches. And after the controversy of the ending of the Scotland France game, could we see it again? Could we see a late potential winner, or will we see one team take the lead and become unassailable? I guess we'll find out. Predictions. Chuck your predictions in the chat, guys. Let me know how you see this game going. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think the key components of either game? Oh, hang on. Is that scoreboard not changed? Why is that scoreboard not changed? Unless it'll update once the stream starts. But I'm on the right one. That's strange. Give me 1 second, guys. I think it'll update once it starts. I'm in the right studio. Yeah. So yeah, that's the right one. So I think it's just showing the previous game. I think it'll update as we go. Wait, did I have to? Yeah, I did that too. So it should update once the game starts. If it doesn't, I will figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm just trying to. The game's about to get underway. I'm trying to find the Watchalong code. Oh, okay. Never mind. Found it. I'll be changing it now. Give me 1 second. Okay. Paste. And then there we go. So that should be the scoreboard updated there. England have kicked off. England kicked off left to right. Second test for Cam Winnett. He takes it down. Williams. Obviously, all the Six Nations players now in all the teams having their names on their kits as well as then obviously their number. Yep, good. The scoreboard's been updated. That's good to see. Wales looking to clear. And it's Freddie Stewart who is back there, almost in a wing position. Freddie Stewart is straight through the line. Could this be an early try? No, he's gone. He almost fell over his own feet there and straight to ground. Mitchell, forward out the back. England starting incredibly fast here. Underhill shrugs off one. Mitchell to Itoje. Mitchell, forward out the back to Daly. Sorry, Dingwall to Daly. Ball comes out. It's gone backwards. Mitchell picks up. Tries to go himself. Roots is at the back there, but no, forward's going to come in. Forward to Chesham. Chesham takes on the line. It's stopped really well by Wales there. Earl having to wriggle Wainwright off the ball there. Gone back to forward with a cross kick early. Slade's on the wing, and Dyer has to catch it and take it into touch. Although, did he call a mark? It's going to be a 5-meter line out. I don't know. That was a brilliant break there by Stewart, though. Oh, it's just unfortunate he got his feet tied. But what a break there from Stewart. I would like to have seen the ball gone down the hands there instead of Oh, okay. So it'll be a line out to England. It wasn't a clear mark from Dyer, so it will be a line out. And this is just a brilliant start here from England. George needs to find his man, set the maul, and get this ball over the line. They go to the back. Chesham, Itoje feeds Roots. Roots has managed to keep his feet through one tackle. I think Roots is stripped there. And it'll be a penalty to Wales as Roots was stripped in the tackle and could not get the ball back. And that's not a great one from England there. They needed to get they needed the penalty to go to their way, obviously, to get at least a start. But great early pressure from England, and Freddie Stewart showing a great line break there. Ioan Lloyd kicking the touch, brings play up to about, still inside their own half, just inside their own 10-meter line, actually. And now it was poor from Roots. He got stripped there. After breaking one tackle really well, he got stripped. Obviously, it will be a throw-in for Elliot D. Wales, will they might have sorted their line out here. Williams, Ioan Lloyd, into the middle to Tompkins. Tompkins feeds big number 7. Who's playing 7? Reffel. Oh, it's a good tackle from Stewart. Oh, God. And England are offside. England have been plagued by offsides. Good kick over the top from Williams. Chesham does get it, but it's still a penalty. No changes to England's squad, as we know. Lots of changes for Wales. So Ioan Lloyd with another penalty gets to kick downfield, brings play just outside England's 10. So moving slowly down the field with England giving away these penalties. And England have had this trait of just giving away silly penalties recently. Wainwright rises high again. Williams to Ioan Lloyd to Tompkins. Tompkins to North. Good little offload, that. Good tackle there from Slade. Play up to halfway. Williams feeds Reffel. Williams again to Tompkins. And it's a good spot tackle there by Dingwall and I think Earl. Goes back. Lloyd launches it high and long. And I think, and it's been kept in really well by Freeman. Freeman gets his arms free. It's Ford and Mitchell lining up. Mitchell kicks downfield. Williams has to take it in. Sorry, no, it was Ioan Lloyd, and Mitchell tackles him. So they're inside the 22 now. Stewart with a good tackle. This is a good, fast start from England. They're doing some really good movement of the ball. So Thomas Williams will look to box kick here. It's OJ trying to put pressure on him. Brings play up to halfway. Freddie Stewart. Stewart, attack the line. Hit the line. Oh, it's good. Daly's hit a brilliant line. He kicks forward. Oh, and the ball almost sits up for Slade, but the ball makes it to the touchline. And this is a really, really good start from England, finding holes in this Welsh defence. I mean, Elliot Daly, who's not exactly the fastest player anymore. Yeah, and it was a poor defensive line there from Wales. Huge gaps. And England putting all sorts of pressure on this Welsh team. So D has to find his man here on the 5-meter line. Does so. No challenge from England. D's got it at the back now. D breaks off. Reffel. Sorry, no, number 6. Who's number 6? Mann, who was promoted to the starting lineup after his try in the almost comeback win last weekend. Thomas Williams. He kicks long and finds a good, decent-ish touch just outside their own 22. Thing is, England is putting a shitload of pressure on Wales at the moment, but they need to come away with some points. Don't forget to chuck your score predictions in the chat, guys. Put some comments in. Let me have a little bit of a view of what you guys are thinking. It's OJ rises high in this line out. Ben Earl breaks off the back. Feeds Daly instead of Underhill. Really good deceptive play there. Here is Roots. off the back of his man of the match performance last weekend. Mitchell decides to go dummy and go himself. Slade out the back. Oh, and it's good hands there from Daly. Daly cuts in field. They're on the 22. Mitchell, Jamie George, upended by Reffel. Ford kicks through, and it's a good touch finder there from Ford. The 5 meter line out to Wales, defensive line out, but keep Wales pinned in there. This is really good game management from England. Just not letting Wales out of their own 22. I want to see Freeman with as much time on the ball as possible. Elliot D with another 5 meter line out, defensive line out throw. Same thing. England not challenging at the line out. Maul forced to ground. And it'll be a turnover. England will win the possession. And this is a great place for them to be. And this, what's that, scrum? Scrum to England. And England, I think what they'll probably look to do is, because Freeman's so tall, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some cross kicks to Freeman during this game. Itoje and Stewart make an absolute menace of themselves. Yep. Really good play there from England. Really clever game management. They know where Wales are weak. I mean, I imagine Wales know exactly where England are weak as well. So, England with a 40 kg benefit on this scrum. Quite a lot heavier than Wales, which is actually quite hard to believe considering. But yeah, the scrum is going to have to be reset, as I'd argue that the Welsh team went straight to ground, but definitely would rather reset it, especially as it's the first scrum. You don't want to give the first scrum penalty. Referee just having a chat with both of the props. 10 minutes already have gone in this first half. It's been quite frantic. I've liked how England have played in this first 10 minutes. It's been good. If you're wondering what shirt I'm wearing, I had the only kind of England related shirt I have is either a Lions kit or a Saracens kit. And there's so many Saracens players that, in the England team that it makes sense. There are a couple in Wales, actually. Nick Tompkins. England just need to get this ball out. Mitchell feeds it. Ben Earl up to Mitchell. Off to Slade. Slade can't hold on. It's a knock on. And it'll be play on. Stewart, do not let Dyer around you, please. Stewart with a good tackle on Dyer on the 22. Freeman. England trying to get over this. Can't do so. That's the one thing, is Stewart can get stripped for pace quite easily. He did well there to stick on Dyer, though. Dyer is rapid. Wales looking for an exit here. Asirati. Oh, it's a good hit from Chesham. Roots needs to be careful. Going in with a shoulder there. I mean, didn't hit head or anything, but Williams to Ioan Lloyd. Ioan Lloyd with a cross kick. Oh, it's a brilliant cross kick. Daly. Oh, Daly picks it up. No, not good. Earl's got back in time to pick it up, though, but oh my God, that was chaotic. To answer your thing, Albert, no, I'm English, so I'm supporting England. Mitchell feeds Marler. Marler out the back to Ford. Ford delays the pass. Dingwall. Slade decides to kick through, and he's kicked it directly dead. What? Oh, must have bounced out. Didn't go dead. It's a good start from England, but they're getting a little. Albert, the French-Scotland game was strange. It was. The second half was really odd, although Scotland absolutely should have won it. First 12 minutes of this game, Wales have not been in England's 22. and that's a very good stat that England want to maintain as much as or as long as possible. Um, Kieran Asarati getting some attention here from the medics. Bit of ice on his neck, but I think he's also changing a contact. Oh no, so Asarati will be staying on. All the way, actually, nice to chat to you, Albert. It's been a week, I guess. Hang on, how do it? Oh, it must have been touched from Slade's kick because it will be an England line out. Didn't see that, so it must have been touched. There's a TMO for something. Ah, okay, that's why. So they're looking at potential high tackle on Kieran Asarati. Oh, for God's sake, I swear, if we get a card from this. Oh, of course, it's fucking Ollie Chesham. Oh, it's Chesham does this a lot, and it's so annoying because like he's such a good player, but then he just does stupid crap like this. And I think I know which tackle they're referring to as well. Although we don't have any pictures at the moment, at least none on the stream. I don't even know if the referee's seeing any. But this is probably going to be a yellow card, and all of England's good work so far will be ruined. Albert, you don't have a dog in this fight, but may the best team win. I bet you Ollie Chesham's going to be getting the yellow. Yeah, we still don't have any pictures. They're having some technical difficulties with the screens, I think. Here's the angle. Penalty at most. Penalty at most. Yeah. So it's going to be a penalty only. Good. But it's still a lot of penalties from England. I mean, yeah, this could be a yellow. It's at max going to be a yellow. Oh God, I don't know where the ref's going to go with this one because I could argue both ways. I think it'll be a yellow because it is shoulder to the head, and it's the top of the head too. So yep, Ollie Chesham yellow carded, and it's going to be an off-field review. I don't know why he's saying upright. He was pretty flat, which yeah, fair. I don't blame him for the yellow card. It was. I don't think it'll be upgraded to a red because of other mitigations. But yeah, fair enough for a yellow. And just clumsy. But it'll be a penalty on the 22 for Wales. So they'll have a good opportunity through Ioan Lloyd to clear their line. And Ioan Lloyd finds touch just inside England's half. Just inside England's half. Now, have Wales sorted out their line-up problems? They seem to. No, they have. Beard rises high to claim it. They've set the maul, and it's moving forwards. England need to defend this better. It's still moving forward. It's moved forward 10 meters now. It's a great driving maul here from Wales. Ball's out. Ioan Lloyd tries a a cross kick. and it's bounced just over the reach of Josh Adams. Freddie Steward's shepherding him anyway. Tell you what, that was really, really fine margins there from Johan Lloyd. He very easily could have got charged down. Another player is down here. I think it's Reffel. No, he's getting his boot back on, I think. Because there was a boot off. And while we've got this break in play, I don't know if you guys saw Gatlin like hyping up this game and saying, "Oh, they're looking to do the blitz defense." Well, I invented it, so I know how to play against it. It'd be interesting to see how it works. A lot of people also saying that England are just trying to copy South Africa now. England do win their own line out, and I think and they knock it on, of course. So it'll be a scrum to Wales, and this is what frustrated me last week as well. England just terrible handling. Okay, so the outcome of the yellow card, the review has already been done, and it will remain a yellow card. The thing is, like Albert, yeah, reds ruin it in a certain way, but the problem is the more you mitigate the red, the more teams will not feel its impact. And it's not the game's fault for having reds. Players should just be better at doing what they do. So, yeah, I mean, there are other ways you could do it, but they're all no one's ever going to be fully happy. So I think just leave them the way they are. And players just need to be more sensible. Either that or you have to change the game. So the scrum goes down and it'll be reset. It certainly looked like Wales chasing the scrum, chasing the hit there, and pushing well before the ball was in. Let's have a look. So Roots has moved into more of a lock position, and Ben Earl's gone to the side of the scrum, so that they they get through them. I mean, the yellow card's already got 3 minutes off. It's crazy. That's not straight. That scrum is not straight, and it's literally they're wheeling. What? How is it Wales's penalty? Anyway, so Itoje's almost over that. And fair steal from Itoje, but they'll come back for the penalty, and I think this will be first points of the game. I thoroughly disagree with how the referee ref that scrum, but sure. Actually, I think they'll go to the corner here. Yeah, Johan Lloyd's going to kick to the corner. I disagree. I thought that was Wales wheeling that much more. Oh, and I tell you what, Johan Lloyd finds a very good touch, but it was so flat that it could have been picked off. So it's a 5 meter line out to Wales, and I reckon Wales are probably going to score here. Elliot D, can he find his man? Do England challenge or just get set for the maul? They don't challenge. They're just setting up for the maul. Wales maul moving forwards. It's going to be a try. No, it's brought to ground, but it's a penalty advantage, and it's a penalty try. And that's really fucking poor from England. That is just awful maul defence. Shocking. And it's going to be another yellow card as well. It's going to be a yellow card for Itoje. We have no more. Oh, no, it's 6, so it's Ethan Roots. Ethan Roots, after being man of the match last weekend, gets yellow carded in this one. No, it is. That is a penalty try. It's sacking them all on its way to the try line. It's 100% a penalty try. And England down to 13 men and a try down. And what is Ben Earl doing? I mean, Ethan Root's got the yellow card because he was just at the bottom of it. I'm not. I mean, there are a number of players that probably pulled it down. No, that is definitely a penalty try, Scott. Um, I mean, yes. After England's start, what a monumental way to just sabotage yourself, as England's very good at doing. So yeah, England down to 13 men, 7 points down now after what was such a bright start. Although we have seen England play very well with a man or men down. Freeman chasing that. Wainwright, oh, he hits Wainwright really well off that kickoff. Thomas Williams. Daly with a good tackle on Tompkins. Sorry, Dingwall. Dingwall's been tackling well. Thomas Williams feeds Yohan Lloyd. Yohan Lloyd's wrapped up by Itoje. They're 2 meters out, and he might have been rucked over here. Penalty. Oh, okay. So it's not coming out. It'll be a scrum. 5 meters, dead center of the pitch. I know I can't, Robert. I know. Whenever I'm watching rugby, I bite my nails like crazy, especially when it's England. But what a great tackle there from Itoje. Great tackle there from Itoje. Yeah, at least it's not a red. But still, I mean, the thing is, if England can even get 3 points here, and just eat up some of that yellow card time on Chesham, that's something. But great pressure there from England. They have to keep Wales in their own half now until we've got at least 14 players. Now, the thing is, how do England play the scrum? Because obviously there are 2 men in the scrum down. Tommy Freeman's coming into the scrum, but we're still a man down in the scrum. So interesting. So Freeman's Ben Earl is staying at number 8. So we are a flank down on the left hand side. Interesting. They're going to look to get this ball out of this scrum as fast as humanly possible. So the ball's in. Ben Earl picks it up. Ben Earl's going. Ben Earl is scoring, and Ben Earl fights his way to the try line and scores. And I've got to admit, Ben Earl is just like one of my favorite England players. The man is a flippin' machine. I love Ben Earl. Best player for England in the World Cup by far, and has carried it on. He's so good. But you know, it's great because England have now soaked up a lot of time from that. At least, well, from both yellow cards. But Chesham should be back on soon. That was a strong try. Ben Earl was not being stopped there. Great try from Earl. And he's in my team. What a try. Off the back of a scrum that's a man down. Just, tell you what, he had such, he so easily could have broken his arm in that just way of placing it. But brilliant from England, or rather brilliant from Ben Earl. George Ford could level the game. Come on, 40. This is an easy kick for you. 73 people watching. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Do like and subscribe to the channel. Check out our sponsors. And my name's Cal. And I actually am the one person in our team that supports England. So apparently Ford was deemed to have moved. But Ford always does that. He's always done that. Yeah, no, fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. He moved to the side. If he just stood where he was, oh, for God's sake, why does England always do stupid stuff like that? Farrell flipping taking too long. It doesn't matter, Scott. It's not about if he's kicked it or not. It's if he starts his run up, which he was deemed to have started, Wales can charge it down or just kick it off if he doesn't, take the kick. So Mitchell launches a very high one for Freeman to chase. Winnett does really well to claim it and escape one tackle. He's eventually brought down by Ford. Williams to Thomas, who steps inside Itoje. Another penalty, and it's against Marler this time. England are don't forget, a man down, 2 men down. And Wales will definitely come back to take that penalty. Thomas Williams. Williams again. Dink over the top for Tompkins to chase. Daly's done well to cover it. Freddie Stewart picks it up, but they'll come back for the penalty. And I think Wales will go for the 3-pointer here. Chesson will now be coming back on, so we're back up to 14 at least. Thing is, in a game like this, where you probably will see like very fine margins of victory, that 2 points will be crucial. Oh, Wales are going for the touch. Don't blame them. Even when the ball goes out, the Chesson will be back on, but they'll still have a man extra. So Chesson is now back on the field, but a very strong attacking line out here for Wales. And this is not looking fantastic, but at least we've got a man back on. England have already conceded 6 penalties in 22 minutes, whereas Wales haven't conceded any. And this is my problem. England are... it's so annoying. Like, come on. Williams feeds... who is that? Tompkins. Tompkins is wrapped up. He does eventually get the ball away to Dyer. And then there's a knock-on. And it's George Ford with the tackle that causes the knock-on. And I think Chessum's picked up a bang on his arm or his head. I'm not even sure. They were trying to pick out George Ford there through Tompkins. Brilliant tackle from Ford. Let's see. So it's definitely the tackle on Dyer that gets Chessum's head. Stewart push it. Yeah. Oh. I mean, there's no fault of either player. But that's probably going to be an HIA for Chessum. He's just come back on. But great, great defense there from Ford. Tompkins is running way too upright there. And that's why Ford got under him. Oh, and I think they're going to run down Ford's channel because of what they saw Italy do last week. Italy found a lot of go forward over Ford last week, and they're definitely going to try that today. Wales. But I tell you what, a player for Wales who's really impressing me throughout these first 2 games is Winnett, the fullback. In his second game, he's doing some really great aerial stuff. It's a good challenge for him and Stewart. A great challenge. I think Ollie Chessum's coming off for an HIA. Yeah, he is. So Alex Coles is on. Alex Coles is coming on to the field, and he's a good player, but it's just an HIA for Ollie Chessum for that smack to his head. So England will now have the opportunity to clear their lines. Freeman obviously still on the other side of the scrum, as teams usually do. They put their wing on the scrum if they're a man down. England will just look for as much of a clearance kick as possible here, and play out as much of the time on Ethan Root's yellow card now. Mitchell puts the ball in. It's a solid scrum from England. Ben Earl picks it up. Mitchell with a clearance kick. It's a long kick. Doesn't find touch, though. He's found Winnett. Winnett steps. And he finds Dyer. Dyer kicks forwards. The balls were up, beaten everyone to touch, but it's England line out. I'd say about 15 meters out. It all, at the end of the day, it all does eat up time in that yellow card, and it's England's possession. So now what I would do with them is I'd set a rolling maul off this line out, because now they're just doing to England what England did to Wales. It should be 7-7, but it's weird how England have done better with 2 yellow cards than they have without them. So George goes to the front to Simmons. Sorry, so not Simmons. Underhill. I think so. There was a knock on there. But a scrum, not such a bad thing. It does take a lot of time. Jamie George. I like thing is like why I like Jamie George as a captain. He's very good to talk to. He's very good at talking to referees. He's so likable. He's very calm. He's got a very good manner with referees, and I think they really like that from him. That's why I like him as captain. My only problem is I actually would prefer having Theo Dan on the field as a player, although I like Jamie George hugely. So Wales have a scrum, and England get a free kick at the scrum, and that'll be perfect. And that is a waste, such a waste for Wales. Perfect attacking area for them, and they give away a free kick for an early engagement. So England will be able to clear their line through Slade, and I think that will be the end of the yellow card. Get the ball out. Brilliant kick from Slade as well. Wow. That is a huge kick from Slade. And Ethan Roots is not on yet. I think he'll be on very soon, though. So D throws to the front. Williams feeds Yohan Lloyd. Yohan Lloyd to Tompkins. Ford matches him well. They are going to run at Ford all night. Back in the pocket for Lloyd. Lloyd launches a bomb for Stewart. Come on, Stewart, get up there. Stewart with a brilliant take in the air under pressure. Now, Mitchell. Mitchell goes to Itoje. Itoje with a carry. They're on halfway. I mean, Marla's always got a funny haircut. Ball was called out, so Wales could turn this over. No, England have managed to keep it. Mitchell being told to use it. He's told to use it ages ago. I don't think he should be able to do that. So Mitchell launches a huge up and under, and it's brilliantly out of the 22. And then Coles comes in and smashes Yohan Lloyd. Oh, England looking to keep Wales pinned in their half now. Now Williams will look to launch his own box kick. Williams got a decent. No, it's not too far, but at least it makes it contestable. Freddie Stewart comes forward, knocks it on. Wales have a free play here. Slade has to come in and commit to the tackle. And then he has to kick, so the advantage will be over. Slade is back. No, sorry, it's Freeman. Freeman has to pass infield to Ford. Ford with an okay clearance. Not a bad clearance under pressure. About 4 meters outside of England's 22. And that will be Ethan Roots back on the field. England back up to 15. And that's all they were waiting for, I think. That's a good passage of play for England, just getting through that time. Oh, that Stewart should have done better to take that. Stewart should have done a lot better to take that, but okay, don't show us the line out there. Wales have the ball. Williams to Wainwright. Wainwright steps in 1, steps in 2, almost gets through the line. Coles with a last gasp tackle. Elliot D on the wing. No one watching him. Freeman was off his wing. That's why. Tompkins has scrum off. Wales. I'll tell you what, Wales forwards are nimble. That's what I like about them. Ben Earl has to let go of it. Williams. Beard. Williams again. Wales looking to use their big lumpy forwards to attack here. Oh, and Wales, a good hit by Maro Itoje there. Beard again. No, sorry, that's the captain. What's his name again? Jenkins. Tompkins is waiting for it. Tompkins steps back in field. He's wrapped up though. Williams again to D. Had the great break down the left-hand side. Williams tries to go himself. North is not an option. They're just outside England's 22. England looking to challenge for the ball here. I think England have managed to turn it over here. Have England? No. Wales have managed to keep it. North goes himself. Underhill's trying to get over it. Can't do so. Jenkins picks up and goes. Almost straight up over the ruck. Wainwright. I've been really impressed with in that second half of the Scotland game. D. Itoje puts him straight to ground. Man tackled by Coles. Wainwright brought down by Stewart and Marler. Williams. Who's number 1 for them? Thomas. Williams again. To Man. To win it. Win it steps 1. Almost through another. Itoje trying to get over it. Can't do so. Williams. To D. Still outside this 22 on the 20th phase. Williams. To Jenkins. Oh, it's a big tackle by Jamie George on, I think, Nick Tompkins. Oh, win it almost through a gap. Stewart wraps him up. Thomas Williams. Beard went really well by Slade and put down. Itoje trying to get over it. Can't quite do so. Wainwright. Ethan Roots brings him down. Williams. Out the back to Tompkins. Oh, and Coles almost... Oh, it's been slapped back by Coles. England have got a turnover. And that was brilliant work there from Alex Coles. Mitchell out the back to Daly. Daly launches his foot, slams his kick downfield. He finds grass, which is brilliant. It bounces. Don't go over the. Good. And he's going to force Dyer to kick there, and that's a huge territory gain for England. And that is brilliant defense there from England. I think that was like 30-something phases. That was like 30-something phases. I'd like to see the stat there. I didn't actually see. 32 minutes gone. 5 points to 7. I'll tell you what, though. England haven't been a... Whoa. That's interesting. I would have actually said that was potentially a penalty against Coles. Brilliant defense there from England. That was by far the best England defense I've seen in years. And Elliot Daly, clever there. I mean, George Ford's got a little bit of a cut on his eye. Felix Jones, thank God we got him from South Africa. And I like it. They're trying to get Twickenham more of a vibey place. They're adding these like breaks in play, like music and things like that, which the players have requested, which is really good to see. They're trying to make it a more of a vibrous place, which is really nice to see. England have gone. Oh, it's almost a great line from Earl, but the ball doesn't quite go to hand. Ball pops out, and then Underhill knocks it on. But so it's a scrum midfield. It's poor, a little bit poor from England, that. I see what they're trying to do, though. They are trying to attack with pace. Underhill has dropped a couple. Tompkins does really well to get that. And then Ewan Lloyd gets it from him. Then he throws the ball backwards, and Underhill tries to pick it up and knocks it on. Oh, there we got another famous person in Tom Hiddleston. Showing a lot of actors recently. Possession in the last 10, 19% to England, 81 to Wales. Which does show in a way that Wales aren't doing much with it. Oof, at half time I need a glass of water. Williams will feed the scrum. Is dead centre of the pitch. Great scrum from both teams. Williams, Ioan Lloyd, trying to put George North away. He's gone straight over Dingwall. And he's still going. He's down now. Williams to Mann. It's OJ just oh my God, that's a backbreaker. Earl has broken Reffell's back. Slade with an awfully sliced kick. Tompkins has to track left, and then he's stepped out. But not a great kick from Slade, but it worked well. But oh my God, I think Reffell might need to go off after that hit. It was almost like a Derek Hokart type hit from Brian Lima, reaching up to get the ball and folded in half. George North running straight over Dingwall. Mitchell, and also beat the tackle of Mitchell before Earl finally brought him down. Oh, no, sorry. It was number 1. Who was that? Thomas. Underhill cracked him in half. In the back. Oh, that is just not pretty. Oh, I feel for the man. Oh, my God. I tell you what, Underhill enjoyed that. Well, it's good to see. Oh, okay, so Ollie Chessum's back on the field. I thought Coles has had a decent little stint there. And Thomas is okay. He's returned to the team. Yeah, you're right, Albert. The new rush defense is certainly better than the defense we had during the World Cup. It certainly is. There's Wayne Barnes. Jamie George. Itoje does, under pressure, manage to claim the line-up. Jenkins really putting a lot of pressure on him. Mitchell going to look to use his forwards here. To Earl. Earl steps in, but then is brought down by Wainwright. And Mitchell looked to set a box kick here. So I'm guessing Freeman will be ready to chase this and use his height over Rio Dyer. Freeman's off on his bite. The kick is just too long. And it'll be an easy mark there for Dyer. Yeah, there's the risk of doing it so close to the 22 is you get it too long and they're just going to mark it and kick it back at you. 5 minutes left in the first half. And Dyer, not known too much for his kicking. It's an all right touch, I guess. Still play. No, it's not a great touch at all, actually. Not a good kick at all. Players still within Wales' 10-metre line. And considering England have had 2 yellow cards in this first half, I will take a 2-point deficit, which shouldn't be a deficit at halftime. Oh, and Itoje knocks it on, I think. Although the ref hasn't called it a knock-on, but Wales have the ball off that line-up. Asirati feeds Reffell. Itoje trying to make a nuisance of himself. Thomas Williams got at the back. He's going to box kick this without a doubt. And does. For Dyer to chase down the center of the field. Freeman rises well and gathers it. Is really strong on that first tackle. I'd argue that's a penalty because that's come out from an off his feet hand from Wales. Dyer offloads to Mann. Here's the captain in I keep forgetting his name. Jenkins. Here's D stepping. Underhill really trying to get onto that ball, but is off his feet. Drops back to Ioan Lloyd, who kicks down the center of the field, straight to Freddie Stewart, who then boots it back. Freddie Stewart does have a very big boot. I'll give him that. Nick Tompkins. No, sorry, it's not. It's Johan Lloyd. He launches an up and under. Oh, and Mitchell's come forward and put his foot to it, but he's kicked it straight to Josh Adams, who's broken one, broken two. And I think James George just lined there so that Thomas Williams can pass. Underhill is rushing out of that line. Don't get caught, Stewart. Rafel's got a good line here. Tackled really well there by Stewart. I tell you what, Stewart's impressed me in this first half. Tompkins. Oh, it's a great inside ball. And Thomas Williams is free. He's got Man on the inside. Man is going to get another try. And that's just poor. That's really poor from England. Stroke of half time, and England are going to go very much behind. He scored 2 caps, 2 tries, 1 in each game. Brilliant brilliant attacking lines from Royals there. And it was their props, actually. I think it was Asarati who actually freed up the space. Great. Stewart's been playing really well. It's actually probably his best game for England so far. It's a brilliant offload there from Asarati. Itoje jogging again. And that's the reason. Oh, sorry, it was Reffel who got the offload there. I thought it was Asarati. That's poor. Really not good from England. Surprised he didn't take any longer for that kick. 14 points to 5. And yeah, that's exactly what Wales are doing. When you against a rush defense, all you have to do is keep playing down that exact same channel, move them around in and out of that channel, and just keep attacking down the middle because they'll run out of people in that channel. I think they're cross-boarding. I think there is a South Africa versus Wales game at Twickenham later in this year. So England, Wainwright rises high just outside of his 22. Freeman with a solid chase, but can't quite get up there. England need to get something, even if it's just a penalty before half-time. But a 9-point gap at half-time is not good. Typical. After I said 7 points to 5, I'll be happy with that at half-time. Shouldn't have said anything. Thomas Williams is going to box kick here. Oh, and Chesham's got a great charge down. Unfortunately, Underhill can't get onto it. Now Thomas Williams, unfortunately, now they'll just pretty much be able to set and then kick it out for half-time. Clock's in the red now, and Thomas Williams will just definitely get this out. Yeah. And that's half-time. That's such a disappointing end to the half. Such a disappointing end to the half. But that is half-time, guys. 14 points to 5. Wales in the lead over England at Twickenham. I think it's the first time they've been in the lead at half-time at Twickenham since like 2012 or something. So I'd say slightly worrying. But again, we were behind to Italy at half-time. So, you know, I still have hope we can win this game. We're not playing shockingly. But yeah, I will see you in about 10 minutes for the second half, where hopefully England can turn it around. Let me know in the chat if you think they can or can't, and we'll have a chat when we get back. See you in about 10 minutes, guys. All right, and we are back. We are back for the second half. Give me 1 second. Back for the second half. We've probably got another about, say, 4 minutes until it's. Oh no, the team's back on the field. Sorry, that was past footage. Team's back on the field. So we are now ready to get underway. Wales kicking off left to right, and England are going to have to do something a bit more emphatic in this second half. And I think they actually need to make some changes too. I think that we will probably see Faye Wabosu a little bit earlier than we did last week. And I think we might see Alex Coles back on the field fairly soon. So Johan Lloyd will get us restarted, and England have a little bit of a hill to climb in 9 points. It's a fair amount. Johan Lloyd goes just inside the 22, gathered by I think Freddie Stewart, Mitchell. Mitchell will look for a box kick here. I don't think there have been any changes yet. Mitchell launches the box kick. Freeman gets there. He does try to slap it back, but it falls to Dyer. Dyer feeds Johan Lloyd. Johan Lloyd's darting this way and that. I'd argue that Ben Earl was definitely over the ball there. Thomas Williams goes to his left. North is wrapped up. Williams again, and it's Wainwright who knocks the ball on and goes straight to ground. So it'll be an early scrum in this second half for England. Let's see, have there been any changes so far? No, I don't think so. Dingwall and Slade still on. Daly Stewart. No, I don't think there have been any changes, at least not for England. And I doubt there have been for Wales because they've been decent, unless there's an injury enforced replacement. Just going to go through it now. So front row is the same. No, I think it's all the same. So put into the scrum for Mitchell. Oh, I hate these cameramen. Look at the bloody players. It's a free kick at the free kick or penalty? Free kick, I think, at the scrum for England. And so they will be going for a touch through the boot of Henry Slade. Slade is a very good touch finder, I've got to admit. And he's done another one. He's got England into Wales 22. And you see, so it was a penalty. I don't know what for, but England need to not give away so many penalties in the second half. It's obscene how many penalties they give away. George, come on, find your man. Goes to a and Toje is almost basically dropped. Beard keeping Earl into that ruck, even though he didn't even have his hands on the ball. Mitchell to Marler. Marler takes on the line. Good little rumble from Marler. Mitchell again to Dingwall. Dingwall steps. Met by Thomas. At the back, forward. Forward frees up to Slade. Really good there from Stewart. Mitchell. Earl out the back to Ford. Ford to Stewart. Stewart gets up and goes again. Mitchell to Ford. Ford goes wide to Dingwall. Dingwall puts Daly in through. Daly's going on and Daly. No, I think Daly's out. But God, he got close. And this is really good from England. And I think it's Cameron Winnett, who, as I said, I'm really impressed with him. He, I think, has made a try-saving tackle there on Elliot Daly. Yeah, what a brilliant hit. Daly didn't even get to the line, but what a hit from Winnett. So Wales have the line out. Wales, they're sloppy. They do get it through Wainwright, but what a poor line out. Great pressure there from England. Come on, push their forwards back over the line. And it's Thomas who's carried up there. They're still over their own try line, so they can't. They can. I'm sorry. They can. Uh, I think so. There's a. But why is that not England's ball? I don't agree with that. Great hit there from Winnett. Such a good hit. I don't understand why that's not England's ball. But anyway, 5 meter scrum to Wales. Still don't understand why it's not England's ball. Underhill's got a scrum cap on now. Interesting. Um, but I think both teams have got a fairly stable scrum at the moment, so I don't see England challenging for this scrum. But they might just look to put pressure on Ioan Lloyd on the kick. Uh, Finally, I agree with you. I think it should be England ball, Scott. But then again, the referee does know more than me, so fair enough. Both front rows going to ground, so it'll be a reset scrum. Marler always has such an interesting haircut. So scrum will be reset. I don't know. I don't think England will try and challenge this scrum. I think they'll look to make sure it gets completed. Never argue with the ref. Look, I know how hard being a ref can be. I did refereeing at high school, and also I would never want. Well, I mean, I'd love to, but I'd never want to be under that kind of position. Um, I'd say that's collapse from Wales, but the scrum will be completed. Williams has got to get it out. Mitchell's harassing him. He has to go left to Josh Adams, who has to kick downfield. Kick long, but it's not out. Stewart will run it back. Just don't, Stewart, stop trying to step. You're huge. Run into someone. Mitchell, forward. Forward tries to kick over the top. Charged down by Reffel, but it'll be a penalty to England. Oh, okay. And they'll come all the way up to the 22 where the penalty is, in front of the kicker. So it'll be a easy 3 points for England if they want it. Now, what does Jamie George decide? Go for a 3-pointer? Or do they go for a scrum? Or do they go for a line out? I'd say 3. Go for 3 points. Get within 6. Go for the 3-pointer. Get some early points in this second half and start to chip away at the scoreboard and build a lead. Stewart needs to stop trying to step and just run into someone. He's huge. George Ford knocks it over, and 14 points to 8. Oh my god, hang on. I'm going to try and make sure I say this name right. Akwamar Sunzal. Is 3 points enough? Well, I mean, it's not enough, obviously, to get us in the lead, but it's within a converted try, and it's a guaranteed 3 points. So yeah, I don't disagree with that, especially where we are in the game. Yeah, good idea. So Ioan Lloyd goes a bit higher this time, kicks, and Freddie Stewart comes forward and claims it really well, as he usually does. Mitchell to Ford. Ford feeds Chesham. Good carry there, really good carry from Chesham. Tompkins trying to steal it. Referee tells him to leave it alone. Mitchell told to use it. Elliot Daly will be chasing this one. Elliot Daly tries to get up. The ball's bounced and Ethan Roots knocks it on. I'll tell you what, Ethan Roots has gone from amazing game last week to just fairly pedestrian in this game and a yellow card. Like, he's done nothing. Not that, I mean, look, in fairness, He hasn't really had any opportunities to carry. I'll give him that. Um, yeah, it gets us with a converted try. I yeah, I mean, he hasn't had much opportunity to carry, which was why he was strong last week. But he's done a lot of basic things wrong, which it's fair. It's a second cap. Um, and we fortunately have some very good reserves in Cunningham South is class. I really want him to get some good game time. So scrum to Wales. Williams gets the ball in. It's under Reffell's feet now. Williams trying to control it here. Mitchell breaks to the right. Yohan Lloyd with a cross kick. And it's a brilliant kick to Dyer, who kicks forward, win it. And the ball's beaten, win it into touch. But Freeman defending very narrow. Really clever from Wales using that. Freeman defending very narrow. Oh, it was touched. I think it's actually a Wales ball. No, Scott. It was touched after the kick by an England hand. That's why it's Wales ball. So they win it through Beard. England need to defend this more much better than their first one. And it's not. They're not. It's moving forwards. Marla, get your arm off his neck. Finally, it's brought to ground legally, and England get the turnover. I love the way Marla just like whenever anything happens, he just stands there and looks at people, just like Marla's just so funny. He's such a weird guy, and I think Marla will be coming off now. Both front rows. So Marla and Stewart will be coming off. Ellis Genge makes his way onto the field finally, and so does Dan Cole, who is just about 400 years old at this point, but still going. I mean, what a man. But Scott, no, it was definitely a Wales lineup because it came off, I think, um, Freeman's foot or something like that. But I know it hit an England player. Otherwise, it probably would have gone straight and Winnett would have scored. Decent shift from both Stewart and Marla. Probably Stewart's best game in an England shirt, actually, which is quite good. Because God, we need someone in that position who actually is going to stand up. We can't keep relying on Cole. He's too old now. Although he still plays well. He's just too slow. We need a mobile guy. So England with a scrum, 6 points down. We're already 12 minutes into the second half. It's wild. England need to just clear the lines here and, and then put pressure on Wales off their own line out. Scrums reset. New front rowers, so they're going to be. He's going to be, I suppose, slightly lenient, and it looks like Wales are about to introduce their new front row as well. Yep. So it looks like both Griffin and I think Elias are looking to come on now because I didn't see Domachowski coming on just yet. And who else? I wonder who will open up this game. I'd say get Faye Waboso on for Elliot Daly, and I'd like to see Cunningham South on. Theo Dan obviously won't come on until like the 77th minute. Although he can now that Ellis Genge is on because Ellis Genge is I think vice captain. Scrum will be reset as both go to the ground again. It's good to see Ellis Genge back in an England jersey. To be honest, I do love the man. He's a bloody good player, and I think he struggled in the World Cup. He's not he's not a scrummager. He's certainly a loose player, kind of prop. And so he obviously he struggled against teams like South Africa, um, and yeah, but fair play to him. Like he's in the loose. He is one of the best props in the world. Um, England just need to complete the scrum and get out of our own half. The ball is in. Finally, the scrum stays up. Bennell picks it off the back. He's harassed by Thomas Williams and brought to ground. But England have got possession, which is the important thing. And Mitchell, I think, will set a box kick here. And Mitchell launches a very long box kick and finds a decent touch. Brings play just outside England's. No, actually, pretty close to halfway, actually. And here comes the replacements for Wales, both Elias and Griffin. So that's a good game for, I think, a good game for Elliot D there, I think. Archie Griffin's on along with Ryan Elias. And there's Holly Davidson from Scotland. First female referee who's active, like kind of consistently involved with men's rugby, which is great to see. Although there have been a few actually in the under-20s. I saw there was one last night, England-Wales, under-20s. Wales throw to the front. They do get it. Thomas Williams feeds Yohan Lloyd. Yohan Lloyd to Tompkins. George North tries to barrel over Dingwall. Does get him down this time, Dingwall. Oh, and Winnett is straight through a gap. George can't keep up with him. This is going to be a try to Wales. Oh, it's brilliant. He's brilliantly shepherded. England have managed to save this try. Oh, Jesus. But tell you what, that was so flippin' easy for Wales. That's really poor defence from Slade. Was not watching his man. Brilliant hit there from Freeman, and then Ford bundles out. Ford bundles. Oh, I know. Okay, I didn't realize Dyer actually lost it forwards. But God, yeah, a lot of players look good until they play the Springboks. You're not wrong, Albert. You're not wrong. But England again putting themselves under really bad pressure there. And again, it's Winnett. Winnett is a bloody good player. I really like him. I think Wales have got a future star there. So England with another defensive scrum. Yeah, you're not wrong. It will take time for England to get this right. So, like, as much as I obviously don't want us to lose games here, I want to. I'm more interested in England building some new players and some depth. So I'm okay for this to be like an experimental Six Nations, as long as we don't do ourselves a disservice in the process. That's my problem. As long as I don't mind losing a couple of games if we're building good players along the way, but just playing our best but oldest team and then losing is pointless. Brilliant tackle there from Freeman. I really, really like Freeman. I think he is definitely one of our star talents for the future. But I tell you what, Gatland's right. They're reading our defensive structure so well. And there's a penalty at the scrum for England. Before the ball's even in. And that's a great relief of pressure for England, especially after how they got themselves down in that position. Um, and Ford with a decent, very good clearance kick with a 30 meter territory game. Yeah, look, I mean, it's not a good look certainly, but we haven't lost yet, but we're not doing ourselves many favors. I'll tell you that. Um, but again, I'll be okay with it as long as we're actually playing good. We win our line out through Chesham. Mitchell feeds Earl. Earl cuts back in field. Tackled by Wainwright. Elias wriggling his way free of that ruck. And it looks like Mitchell will set a box kick here. And does, for Elliot Daly to chase. It's a very good distance on that box kick, just outside the 22. Dropped by Josh Adams, and Wainwright has to gather. And it's an advantage to England. Knock on. So it'll be a scrum on Wales 22 to England. Oh, Josh Adams should have done better there. Great chase from Daly. Yeah, he's offside. He was off. Okay, so now Domachowski is coming on, which means Thomas will be leaving the field. See, I would have said that was penalty. That was offside, but apparently not, according to the referee. Right, now England need to do something with this. We've got 20 minutes left in the game. We need to do something with this. A penalty would be good. A try would be better. Come on. Ellis Genge complaining very bitterly there. Ellis Genge is buckling. Ellis Genge is getting frustrated, and I just don't want him to get frustrated and then give away a penalty. He's always talking to the assistant referee, Holly Davidson, saying, look, come on, what is he doing? Come on, get a solid scrum. Let's get Ben Earl boosting off the back of this thing. Get him running into flipping Yohan Lloyd. Come on, England. I'm going to call you Sunzel. No, it's not a good look losing to Wales. Oh, it's another penalty at the scrum for England. Wales have given away another penalty. I'd kick to the line here. Kick to the corner. Set the line out. Let's get a rolling maul. George Ford kicks to the corner. Yeah. And it's who is it? Who's Griffin who's been penalised here. Yeah, Ellis Genge right. He's right to be talking to the referee, saying, "Look, this is not my fault." So a 5-meter line out for England. They need a rolling maul here. They need a rolling maul to get it over the line. And they get the ball through Chesham. They've set the maul. They're moving backwards at the moment. Josh Adams is off, and Mason Grady is on. The maul's moved so far sideways. Mitchell is told to use it. Mitchell goes himself. Oh, he's almost through the gap. Jamie George picks up. He's brought to ground. No arms tackle there from Reffel. It's OJ's going to take a pick up and go this time. Does so. Welsh players not rolling. Underhill with his scrum cap. Very unused to seeing him with a scrum cap. Is that Ben Earl? Mitchell. Oh, no, he didn't pick it up. Genge. Come on, Genji. Come on, Genji. Come on. Genge picks up, goes to the left. Genge. Oh, he's so close. And I think that's going to be a loss. We're going to lose the ball now. No, it's told that Wales told to move away. Use the width. Roots. Mitchell's got the ball. Goes out to Ford. Oh, Daly. Yes! Dingwall's over in the corner. What a pass from Daly. Oh, my God. Dingwall goes over in the corner to make it a 1 point. And you see, this is my point. Those 2 points, we would be ahead by now. We'd be ahead right now if Ford had got those 2 points. Oh, and Mitchell was so close to getting through there. Brilliant, though, from England. Genge what got so close. It's that in fact he probably would have got over if not for the pole. But this was brilliant hands from Daly. Oh, what hands from Daly. And Dingwall, I'm happy for the guy. I really am. Brilliant, brilliant try from England. Only his second game, his first game at Twickenham, and he scores a try. Come on forward, you have to get this. You have to. For my nails' sake, you're happy. Ford, come on, you got no. Ford missed it, so it stays 14 points to 13. Oh, could we see a Ford drop goal to win the game? Wouldn't that be nice? Oh God, it would have been better if we scored in the middle, but still. Right now would be the time to take Daly off and bring Faye Wabosu on. Make some changes now. Oh, and some in front of the kickers there. They go long to Mitchell. Mitchell boots it downfield. Decent clearance from Mitchell. Underhill is off, which means Cunningham South is on. Oh, it's good to see them. That's a hell of a long name, but good. It's good to see Chandler Cunningham South on the field. So again, everyone who's made their debuts last weekend is making their first start at a Twickenham or first debut at a Twickenham game, which is good for them. Wales do lose their own line out. Jamie George has gathered it. England have got possession. Mitchell looking to play quickly to Ford. Ford goes wide to Slade. Slade kicks downfield. He's turned. Oh, he's turned Winnett. Winnett, it's bounced a couple of times. Winnett's going to have no angle here. Kicks straight downfield. Ford. Ford inside to Ben Earl. Ben Earl, run it, you bastard. Run it. Not holding. You're not even letting him go. Ford. Oh, God, pick it up, please. Don't give it back to them. So there's a juggle from, I think it was not Daly, Slade, but it went backwards. Mitchell's going to kick here. Still 15 and a half, no, 14 and a half minutes left. There's quite a long time left in this game. Mitchell for Daly to chase. Daly, oh, definitely some obstruction there against Daly. Chandler Cunningham South really getting himself into that ruck, into that tackle. Williams. Elias with a good carry. Williams is going to look to box kick here. No, he's not. He feeds Yohan Lloyd, who kicks kicks pretty centre, but very high. Oh, and Slade with a brilliant take midfield. Mitchell wants to play quickly. Mitchell's going. Please pick the. Oh, thank God, I told you, pick that up. Mitchell is. I liking his snipes. Go left. Ford. Ford whips it right to Freeman. Freeman's beaten Dyer. Play. Here is Roots. Roots with it. Finally, he's got a good carry. Mitchell again. Ford. Ford feeds Chesham. Supported by Cunningham South. Come on. Ford. Ford whipping it left to Earl. Earl steps in field. He's beaten one. He's into the 22. Woo. Ford. Cunningham South. Good. Mitchell to Genge. Genge out the back to Ford. Ford. Dingwall. To Stewart. Sorry, it was Slade. Freeman. Freeman wrapped up by Dyer. Good tackle by Dyer. Come on, Chesham. Chesham, keep you. Come on. George North just pushed flipping Chesham off the ball. Unbelievable from Chesham. Just poor lack of strength there. Wales have the ball. 12 and a half minutes left. Chesham's going to look for a charge down here. Thomas Williams picks up. Chesham almost gets to it. Stewart, hit someone. Stop stepping. He's wrapped up. George North has got him up, but he has to release. It's got to be advantage. Roots feeds Genge. Mitchell, forward, launches a spiral bomb for Daly to chase. Oh, it's come back on England's side, but it's gone out. And it'll be Wales ball. The spiral bomb is just I've as a kicker, I have no idea how they managed to do it. So 2 subs coming on for Wales in number 19, Will Rowlands, and 20, Bashan, which means Adam Beard is off for Will Rowlands, and Alex Mann is off for Tane Bashan. Alex Mann scoring in this game and scored last game. Both games he's played in, scored. And here we go. Danny Kerr is on for Alex Mitchell. And that's got a very good cheer from the crowd. To be fair, Danny Kerr is someone who tends to win these kind of games for England, so I'm not upset with that. Although Alex Mitchell's had a good game. He's played well. Yeah, exactly. Mitchell was finding holes, and that is exactly where you want Danny Kerr. He will get through them. That's the difference. Oh, 11 and a half minutes left, 1 point in it. Bloody hell. Yohan Lloyd has had an interesting game. I wouldn't say he's been amazing, but he hasn't been bad. He's made some curious decisions. Um, oh my God, Jenkins rises high. There's a chip over the top here, and Slade's knocked it on. No, it's not back by Red. Okay, Jenkins met by Chesson and Roots. They're up to halfway now. Oh, Domachowski met. Sorry, not it was Griffin met hard by Cunningham South. They pass back to Yohan Lloyd. Yohan Lloyd with a little flat kick. It's bounced off a player and back to the Welsh centre. I think it was not Tompkins. It was North. Sorry. Oh, for God's sake. Williams off to win it. Come on, Freeman, get your hand. Oh, Freeman almost getting his hands on it. Itoje up quickly. Good tackle. Well done, Itoje. George trying to make a nuisance of himself. 10 minutes left. Just over 10 minutes. Cunningham South wanting to charge down. Dyer's chasing this box kick from Thomas Williams. Freddie Stewart comes forward and takes it really well. Danny Kerr, come on, quick ball. Forward. Forward has to step back in field as Wales are up quickly. He gets the kick over the top. Come on, 50-22. Oh, what a kick from George Ford. And it's a 50-22. Unbelievable kick from George Ford. And it'll be an England line out. Oh, what a kick. What a take from Freddie Stewart. That was brilliant. Yeah, what a kick from George Ford. Such a good fit. Oh, just that is inch perfect from George Ford. 10 minutes left. England have a very good attacking line out. Some subs, maybe? Please bring Feo Bosu on. I think there are some subs. The Twickenham crowd really trying to get behind the team now. George needs to be accurate here. George throws to the front. Roots has got it. The maul is set strong. Earl's got it at the back. Now Jamie George has it. The maul's moving forward slightly. Danny Kerr has to bring it out. Brings it to Slade. Forward. That's slapped down. That's got to be a yellow card. That's slapped down. That's got to be a yellow card against Grady. It's a penalty and a yellow card. So it's definitely a yellow card against Mason Grady, and it probably is 3 points to George Ford. They want to have a look at it. They want to have a look and see if that. I mean, it can't be a penalty try. It's way too far out. Yeah, definite yellow card. So England will have a man up for the last 10 minutes. I don't like that because anything can happen. He could have, like, they could have knocked it on. No, when it was outside him, so they've got cover. Doesn't matter. It's too far out. Anything could have happened. I would never give that as a penalty try. It certainly shouldn't be. Yeah, I agree with the ref there. There's far too much that could have happened, and they had a man over to give that a penalty try. I would never have awarded that as a penalty try, but Mason Grady definitely gets a yellow card. Wales down to 14 for the rest of the game, and England should go in front here with a penalty. That's a good stat. England haven't. The last five penalties have all been conceded by Wales, so England have cleaned up their act. 40, you have to get this over, mate. You have to get this over, mate. Make it 16-14. Come on. Come on, 40. No penalty try. Nah. It's far too far out. 40 nails it down the middle. 16 points to 14. England ahead. England ahead for the first time in this game. And that's similar to what's it, France, Scotland. Jamie George is off. The captain has played a captain's innings, and Theo Dan is on. So Theo Dan is on. I imagine there'll be some other replacements coming on now. And I like that. Theo Dan is a very explosive player. Any other changes? Or is it just him? No, I think it's just him. And I love Jamie Jordan. I think he's a great captain. So Yohan Lloyd gets underway again, falls to Ben Earl. Ben Earl's going to run this straight at them. Oh, met by two props, and the man still stayed up. Genge. Danny Kerr feeds Genge. Genge carries well. They just now need to don't stop playing. Do not stop playing. Please don't stop playing. You've got 8 minutes. You can't park the bus for 8 minutes. Do something. Whew, come on, Danny. Get a huge kick here. Kerr. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. It's out. And Wales can't take it quickly. Brilliant clearance kick from Danny Kerr. Up over halfway. There's a change here coming, and it is Hardy is coming on for Thomas Williams. Kieran Hardy on for Thomas Williams. And is that Chesham? Chesham, I think, is off now. Or is it Roots? Maybe Coles is coming on at 6. Oh, so Ethan Roots has made way for Alex Coles. So Alex Coles will be filling in at numbers. Well, he is a kind of an all-rounder. Chesham. Oh, it's a turnover. Yes, Chesham got up there and disrupted it. Or was it not straight? Not straight. I tell you what, yeah, Ryan Elias is not good at throwing in the line out. No, definitely not straight. Definitely not straight. And Chesham, even in that, still almost got it. But England have possession with 7 minutes left. Right, so get the scrum, and now we need to start using Theo Dan in the loose. I want Faye with Busu on. Come on, but it's so risky to make changes right now. Danny Kerr will feed the scrum. I see. Okay, so Cunningham South's actually gone to 8, and Ben Earl's gone to 7. Interesting. It means that they want Chandler Cunningham South. Oh, and England give away a free kick at the scrum. Come on. The only good thing is it's not a penalty. So we'll at least have the line out. Oh, this is tense shit now. 129 people watching. Welcome, everyone. Oh, they bombed it. They haven't gone to the line out. Freddie Stewart comes forward and takes it really well. Doesn't even need to jump for it. And they've kind of set a maul off of it. Danny Kerr. Kerr feeds Chandler Cunningham South. Now, Care will be able to set the caterpillar, and we'll go for a box kick. Does so. Bit more height on it this time instead of distance. Tommy Freeman with a hard chase. Freeman knocks it back, and England have got it. Theo Dan on his bike. He's broken through one tackle. Oh, and he's such a strong carrier. Care whips it white to Ford. Ford doesn't know what to do, so decides to kick again. Kicks downfield. Dyer's underneath it. Oof. He's looking for that 20-50-22 again. Dyer kicks downfield. Well fielded by Ford with his feet. Launches a bomb for Freddie Stewart to chase. This is actually a really good tactic. Stewart rises and takes it. Stewart with a brilliant catch. It's gone to Freeman on the right. He's got some space. He's made a good 10 meters there. Earl out the back to Ford. Ford to Stewart. Stewart steps in field. Attacks the line. To Ford. Goes back in field to Freeman. Sorry, no, what was that? No, it's Theo Dan. Care. Earl at the back to Dare. Dingwall has to pick it up. They're up to the 22. And then they give away a penalty for holding on. Bugger. We needed that penalty. Shit. It's a great carry there from Theo Dan, though. And that's what I mean. We need to get Theo Dan involved in the loose. Wales they are scrambling, but they are doing it well. Now, how far does Lloyd try to bite off? Lloyd brings play up to about halfway. Dingwall's been much better in this game. Genge, be flippin' careful. Sack is good on the maul from the line out, so England have got who is this? So it's Hardy. Hardy feeds Wainwright. Hardy again to Elias. Set the line. Good tackle from Coles. Oh, really good there from Itoje. Hardy tries to break down the open space, but gets scragged. Elias met by Coles and Chesham. That's cynical. Hardy goes back to Ioan Lloyd. Ioan Lloyd tries to take on the line as he hasn't got much other option. Hardy to Wainwright. Oof, that was almost a gap there. Hardy again. Tompkins is met really strongly. He's got it off to North. North has got it. Hardy. Domachowski. Hardy again. This is a lot of possession. And Tompkins gets it off, and Slade tackles him well with Chandler Cunningham South. They've wrapped him up. He's not got off the ground. It's going to be a turnover. No, the ball's come back. Damn it! Wainwright with a good carry. Straight into Genge. Genge's over it. Lost. He has to release. Hardy again. Good spot tackle there from Dingwall. But we can't give away a penalty. Come on, just keep defending. North. Ford's trying to get over it. Hardy. To Will Rowlands. Come on, Itoje. Hardy again. Oof. Genge flew out of there. Like a rhino, like he is. Oh, and it's a huge hit from Chandler Cunningham South on Wainwright. Great. North steps in field. Genge and Ford bring him down. Hardy. Come on, England. It's just 90 seconds. Oh, Winnett's caught behind the gain line, but he's got the ball away. Basham. He's quite small for a flanker, isn't he? Hardy again. They've lost about 10 meters in this attacking setup. They've got 9. This will be their 20th phase. They try to chip over the top. Who's sweeping? Freddie Stewart. Sorry. Yeah, it is Freddie Stewart. He's broken the line too. He's chipped over the top. Come on, Stewart. Just pick it up. Oh. Almost looked like a trip there from Wainwright. I know he was going for the ball, but brilliant there from Stewart. And Wales under a whole heap of pressure again. Hardy almost doesn't know what to do. Jesus, for a scrum off, his arms are bigger than anything. 30 seconds left for England to hold on. Will Rowlands, tackled by Chesham. Hardy goes to Owen Lloyd, who tries a cross kick. Ford is over there. He can't do anything. I would say it's a penalty against Ford as well. He doesn't try to go for the ball. He turns his back on him, and yeah, I'd say it's a penalty. Yeah, definitely a penalty against Ford. Because that's a disregard for player safety. Definitely a penalty. Yeah. So Kai Evans, number 22, Six Nations debut. He's got on for Wales at 10. Ben Earl, I think, might be getting him out of the match here. Yeah, Ben Earl, man of the match. Also in my team. Yee! That's two, both games I've had man of the match in my team. Love it. And he deserves it with that try alone. He had no right to score it. And it looks like number 3 in Asarati's coming back onto the field to end the game. So I think it's Domachowski? Archie Griffin, who's had to go off for a head injury assessment. All England have to do here is win their line out. England just need to win their line out and get the ball off the park. It's not a pretty win, not a pretty win, but a win is a win, and I will take it. Come on, Theo. Come on, Theo. Get it. All we need to do is get this ball. They go to the front to Coles. Get the ball out. And Danny Kaye gets it and kicks the ball off the park. England come from behind to win. Oh my god, that was so stressful. Wait, Wales didn't score in that second half, did they? I don't think Wales scored in the second half. Oh, so England do get their second win of the tournament, but bloody hell are they making it difficult for themselves. Um, some some very good performances from the England players there. Ben Earl was huge again, as always. I was really impressed with the bench when they came on. I think that Kerr added a nice bit of zip to it. Cunningham South was huge. Um, and I think Theo Dan needs to get more game time because honestly, the man, like, he came on and he provided so much go forward with his power. He's brilliant. But I would argue that Cameron Winnett actually could have got man of the match in a losing effort. The guy is so good. He is really, really good. Um, and he's certainly a star for the future. He's brilliant. Jamie George, happy captain. But I'm stoked with the win. I'm sad a few players didn't get on, like Faye Wabosu. But when it's that close right at the end, it's really hard to get like players like that on. Although on the wing, he would have been fine. Who else? Did anyone else not get on? No, I think he was the only person. No, and Smith didn't get used either. But again, that would have been harder. That would have been a harder sell. But yes, England get the win. Hard worked and hard fought, but a win is a win. That's 2 from 2, and with the amount of new players we've got, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. So a good win for England. Not the prettiest, and certainly took them a bit of time, but they get the job done at Twickenham. And well, Thanks for joining, guys. It's been great in a game where I've been stressed out of my mind at times. And we'll see you next weekend. Sorry, not next weekend, the weekend after. I think it's France, Italy. But thanks for joining me for the two games today. I didn't think I would be doing them today, but I ended up doing both. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, like the stream, this one, and also the review that will be coming out soon, straight after this. And then also check out our sponsors in BitDefender and Boyle Sports. I've been Cal for Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. England take the win against Wales in a thrilling comeback victory. Have a great weekend, guys. Cheers.